The household is defined as the inhabitants of a dwelling. It comes from the German word Hus, meaning dwelling, and Old English held, meaning protection. And I thought that'd be a very good meaning, because really, wouldn't you like to be a little bit more protected as a household? Of course, right? So that's why we treat the household as our client, or as the entity by which this information is applied. Primary, chief, is primary. One, first, highest. Financial, management of monetary resources. And officer, one charged with a position or duty. Comes from the Latin word officium, meaning duty. What's a duty? Something you must do, you're obligated to do for the benefit of those that you serve. Okay? And then we have course, is a curriculum of training to be able to perform the functions of the post. And what I have found is that there's a big disconnect between our professional lives, our professional practices, and the translation of that economic value to the household. Because you see, your practice is different than your household, isn't it? How many of you spend hours and hours every week in your professional practice or your business? Of course, right? And why? Why do you do that? To protect it? Okay, what else? To make money, of course. What else? To serve, to help others, right? And how about professional satisfaction? How about being able to demonstrate competence in the field that you've spent so many years and hours learning to do? Now, would you agree that those goals are a little different than your household's goals? What are your household's goals? Freedom of time. Exactly. This really comes down to two things, right? Time and money. We're going to be having a discussion about time and money for the next 5 days. Okay? It's time and money. Because you have goals, you have things you want to accomplish in your life that will, I would imagine, outside your practice. Is that true? Okay. And the way to have the financial means to do that is to have an economic machine that produces enough revenue without your attention all the time, right? Correct. So that you can pursue other things of interest to you, like volunteering, pursuing some artistic endeavor, or even being an entrepreneur in some other field. It can go on and on. But that's what's important to you. Financial planning is merely the process of attaining the financial means to fund your goals. So that's really what you're doing as a household CFO, is managing those resources so that your most important goals can be attained for the members of your household. Do you see? So what this whole 2.5-day course is about is the hat. It's the information that you need to know. Now, if you go out there into the financial world, you can get a PhD in any one of the 9 areas I'm going to be talking to you about in your financial life. But the thing is that you don't have time to get a PhD level of understanding in investments, do you? Or asset protection? Mm-hmm. Or debt and credit management? Or retirement income? Wouldn't you like to have the Cliff's Notes version? Really? The shortcut, right? Because you're going to find, as we go through this course together, you're going to find that most of the information you've been given is in fact incorrect. That's why it's so complicated and so onerous for you as a non-financial professional to be able to figure out what's going on, because most of the information you're getting is a blind trail. So if you bring it all back to the fundamental basics, and we move forward from there into how to apply those basics in your life today, despite of all the noise out there, you're going to make much further ground than you would if you listen to everybody and go off on this direction, that direction, and that direction, and so on, which is unfortunately how we find ourselves going. The question is, who do you trust, right? It's always a big deal.
I'm older than a lot of people here, so I figured there really wasn't anything I was going to be able to use. I figured I was going to find out some things I did right and a lot of things I did wrong, and that there wasn't any time to change it. And other clients of ours that are of the age I am have the same experience of there's so much that you can still do, and it's not like, you're out of time or it's hopeless. Most of our clients, I'd say 50% of our clients that have come here felt hopeless. and now they don't. And that's a wonderful feeling.
We realize that we need to do a better job of allocating where we spend our money. I do feel like we are making a lot of money. They've indicated that. We just need to figure out how to keep more of it.
Well, before we decided to take this course, I think that we both felt that we were kind of in a state of confusion, doubt about where we were going to end up, how we were going to end up in the places where we wanted to end up.
I guess before we started taking or considering taking this course or taking the course, I wasn't really very financially involved. So I think it's made me become more aware and take more action myself in our finances and overall.
I felt my financial experience was very limited. I didn't think I really had the basics of balancing a checkbook and wasn't sure how I was going to achieve any financial goals. They seemed like pipe dreams in the beginning.
I think I was a little bit lost, just kind of uncertain about where I was going and whether my steps I'd taken in the past were actually helping me or not.
Before I took the course from Christopher Music, I had a lot of confusion about certain aspects of my financial condition, mainly a lot of retirement, legal aspects, and different investment aspects. I just had some confusion on it. It was really just kind of my gut instinct on how I handled those things.